Hello students, and welcome to the very first video for our science fair project poster boards. If you're ready to get started, then go ahead and keep on watching this video. Alright, so our very first week we're going to be focusing on creating our title on the board. So remember, we don't want to just draw on the poster and color it in. We want to make sure it's very neat and legible and clear to read. Okay, so go ahead and get out your science fair folders, check out what you have written for your title and see if you want to make any changes to it, or if you like the way it is, then let's go ahead and get our materials ready. So as you can see here, I found a good space on the floor to lay out my project. So if you want to find a space in your house, maybe on the dining room table or somewhere with a flat surface where you can see all different sides of the board. Remember that our title is going to go in the top of the board in the middle fold. So remember, you want to make sure it's big enough because our poster size is already big too. So I'm going to show you the materials that I have chosen for my poster, and then you can decide on what works best for you. So for my example, I'm going to be using the Bubblegum Science Fair project. If yours is different, then you can apply whatever it is that you have done with your experiment to your project. So I have started, depending on what materials you have, I have chosen two different colors here for my title. When I think of bubblegum, I think of like purples and pinks, but I have two different shades of purple cardstock paper and construction paper that I'm going to use to create my title. So if you do not have any colored paper, then here is another option for you. You could also take some white paper and you could trace your own letters and then color them in with a marker. If you feel that you're maybe not too very good at tracing letters or drawing them yourself, I have posted a link in Google Classroom with some bubble letters that you could probably put over your computer screen and trace them out yourself. If you still don't feel confident in that, you can ask me or Miss Sanchez to print out some bubble letters for you that you could color in, but this is up to you and your request on what you feel comfortable doing. Once these are printed for you, you could color these in and then cut them out, however it is that you would like to do it. So since I have printed mine out, I'm going to go ahead and start off by taking some scissors and cutting each letter out. Okay, so I just finished cutting out all my letters. The next thing I'm going to do, because I don't want to color all of these, is I'm going to take my colored paper and trace the letter over it. That way I can just cut it out again now that I have cut out the format of my letters, okay? So like I said, this is up to you. And if you just want to start with the first night by cutting out your letters and then maybe tracing them the next day, you could do that too. So it's up to you and how much time you have and whatever pace it is that you want to take at it. So remember, we're going to be working on the title this entire week, okay? So I will be back once I finish cutting these out. Okay, so I just wanted to show you exactly how I was doing this. I have taken a black marker here and I've held down the letter so that it doesn't move. From there, I just take it around and trace it. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cut it out. So I'm just taking it and tracing it. My marker's running out of ink a little bit, so make sure that your marker works good. See how I'm just keeping my hand over it so it doesn't move? And like I said, you could draw these letters yourself if you feel like you could draw bubble letters pretty good. So there it is. Now all I have to do is just cut this out. So I'm going to take my scissors and just cut out my letter. And now it's going to look exactly the same as the other letter because I've traced it. All right, and there it is. That's a G. Now, as you can see, I made a big mess cutting out all of those things. So if you have done the same, go ahead and throw away that trash so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, much better. So let's get started with laying out our title and seeing how it looks best. So my title is Gum Wars. So I'm going to kind of just play with my letters here and see what I think looks the best. Now I don't want the letters to be like very close like that because it's hard to read. But if I can spread them out, it is much easier for me to read that. Now it's not going to fit right there because it's going to fold over. So maybe I'll want to do it like this. And there we go. There's my title. Now, you can either tape this down or you can glue it down, but I think glue would work the best. However, I don't have any glue, so I'm going to be using tape. So leaving it like this, I'm just going to go ahead and tape one letter at a time. Now, I don't want to see the tape on the front because that's not going to look very good. I'm just going to take a piece of tape here, and I'm going to fold it around just like this, so that kind of makes a little curly thing there, and place it on the letter. Maybe I'll put one right here, and then I'll grab another piece and put the other right there, and I can go ahead and stick it down. But like I said, if you have glue, that might be a little bit easier, and you can go ahead and just glue all your letters down. All right, students, so here is my poster board. My title is nice and big. You can see it very clearly. Now, it may be backwards on your screen, but it does say Gum Wars. And this is pretty much it for week 1. So you could take this one day at a time. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. And that is it. Again, I would just like to say if you need any help with materials, or if you have any confusion on what to do, or maybe you even have a suggestion for the class about another way you could create your title, go ahead and just let us know in class. And like I said, any questions, leave them in the comments on Google Classroom. Let us know in class. Have your parent text us, whatever it is that you need to do. And good luck, enjoy it, have fun, and I will see you guys in class. Bye, guys.